Welcome back to AM Northwest. Our next guest has a mantra: eat well, live well, and be well. And it's the heart of her new cookbook filled with wholesome, healthy dishes that taste great. Here to share her recipe for the perfect summer salad, please welcome the author of Kitchen Matters, Pamela Salzman. Good to see you.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
That's so great. So you teach celebrities how to eat healthy, or how to cook healthy, I should say.
I mean, it's not just celebrities, but I do have a lot of celebrity clients and a lot of normal people like me too. But yes, just how to feed their family healthy food that tastes good, that their kids are going to eat, and make it less intimidating.
Okay. And what are you going to make today?
So today is one of my favorite salads. It's a salad with arugula, quinoa, and cherries.
Oh.
And I'm so happy to be doing this because we're in the Pacific Northwest where cherries are, this is like cherry country.
Oh, I tell you.
You have the best cherries in the whole world.
We do. I went to the store yesterday, nothing but cherries. It was awesome.
I know. So it's peak season, and that's something I also like to do, is just use vegetables and fruits that are in season because they are most nutritious at that time and they taste great.
Right.
So I think we should get started.
Okay,
and I'm going to have you make the dressing.
Okay.
So we're going to put everything in this screw top jar, and we can start wherever. It's some olive oil. I always tell people, if you're really new to cooking, one place to start is just to make your own salad dressing. A little maple syrup. It's always going to be better than something that you find in the store.
That is something I need to get in the hang of, because really we just keep buying store-bought, and I really should just start making my own.
Totally. Salt and pepper. I mean, you can see how easy this is. Some minced shallot, and if you need to, you could use that little spatula.
Oh, darn it.
Perfect. Oh, that's all good. And then
I love these little spatulas.
They're the best. I have like 4 of them, and I use them more than big ones.
People think I'm weird because I collect spatulas. That's a weird thing to collect,
then
isn't it?
you are going to be friends.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Lemon juice. And then some orange juice. And then you can just tighten up the lid on this and then just shake it. And then your salad dressing's done. You can make this ahead of time. You can put it in the fridge for 2 days or something. And it's completely done. And it's all natural and super healthy. So then what we have here is some arugula. Now, not a lot of kids love arugula. So you know what I always tell people? Change it. Put something else in there. Put romaine in here if you want to. But I like arugula with, something sweet like the cherries, because it just kind of offsets
People think they always have to follow the recipe exactly, but you don't. You can change things up.
I'm so glad that you said that, because that's something that comes up in my classes all the time. Is like, what if I don't like that? What if I don't want to use radishes? Don't use them.
Don't use them.
And something that I did do in this book.
Oh, now that's a nice spatula too. Look at that.
This is a big one, right?
Wow.
We're going big.
Yeah.
But something I did is also make all the recipes adaptable to different diets. So if you're gluten-free or dairy-free or whatever. So quinoa is one of my favorite ingredients to use because it's so high in protein.
Right.
And it's not something that
So it's going to fill you up.
It's going to fill you up, and it's still light.
Right.
And, I think we should start to just eat a little bit less meat. You don't have to give it up altogether, but this is still going to give you a lot of protein. And then some celery, which gives this a nice crunch.
Plus, you can also always add bacon.
That's going to be my mantra for today. You can always
add bacon.
A little parsley. And then...
the
best cherries. So we're using a combination here, just because it's so pretty, of Rainier and Ceylon and some Bing cherries. And when you're looking at the red cherries, make sure you get ones that are nice and tight and firm, and that the skin is really dark color.
Okay, let me ask you. That looked like a lot of work to pit those cherries.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, you need to use a little cherry pitter, and you do have to pit the cherries. Otherwise, if you don't have one, you can just start to slice them off, but it is a little bit of work.
Now, that's a cute gadget, too.
Yeah, and it's inexpensive. I love those also for olives.
Oh, yeah,
to pit olives,
Of course.
And then a little bit of almonds for crunch.
Okay.
And also some protein. So this could be a great main dish salad.
Oh,
I mean, you're done. You can have this for dinner and be done.
Now, which celebrities have you worked with?
I've worked with Nicole Richie, who everybody's like, she cooks? I'm like, are you kidding? She's got chickens in her backyard, and we use her eggs when we cook. Like, it's just great. Kristen Bell.
Now, tell me about Kristen Bell, because her in-laws live in Hood River, so we're big fans of Kristen Bell.
So she's come to some classes, and she's just super sweet. And I think sometimes what happens with, celebs or anybody is they have kids, and then they're just like, oh, I've got mouths to feed. I've got to be responsible for, my kids now and making sure they eat healthy. So look how colorful this is.
That's really nice.
Isn't it
and
beautiful?
Molly Sims, tell me about her.
Molly Sims, oh my gosh, Molly is a doll. She is so hilarious, and she's a true Southern girl. She loves her food, and she's got 3 kids, and she's really into like healthy food.
Is it, well, so they come to you and they're already eating healthy, so they just want to learn.
Sometimes, yeah, they just want to, it's really intimidating, I think, sometimes to feed more than just yourself.
Right.
To feed kids and make sure that your kids are going to eat a well-balanced diet, and, make a meal that everybody's going to eat so that you don't have to, make 3 meals.
You have kids. What is the one thing you've learned about feeding kids?
Okay, here's the thing, is like kids aren't going to eat everything that you put in front of them
Right.
every single day. It's just not going to happen. And so you just have to keep exposing them to a wide variety of whole foods. That's really the name of the game. Get them involved too. My son is super picky, and he's been picky since the day he was born, but he gets less and less picky every year. And I have him get involved with the meals. Sometimes he'll come to the grocery store with me when I'm doing my meal planning. He'll say like, oh, you know, can we have this week or fajitas or whatever? And I'm like, of course. So that's another way to just sort of get them to be a little bit more committed to what you're going to serve.
And what was the cheese you added?
So this is a little Parmesan cheese or pecorino, either whatever you have. And this is optional. So if you don't eat dairy, you don't have to put it in there.
Oh, that's really good.
Isn't it delish?
Yeah. And I love the cherries in there.
I know.
That's fantastic.
I use Northwest cherries whenever I can. I think they're so outstanding.
Awesome. Well, Pamela, the book again is titled Kitchen Matters. Kitchen Matters, exactly. Pamela Salzman, thank you so much.
Thank
this was
you for
wonderful.
having me.
It tastes delicious. We'll be right back with more of AM Northwest. Stay with us.